All right, tonight I'm here to talk about why we all don't live on the beach. Now, my talk's not about, why we should all migrate to California and Florida. It's more about why we don't go on more adventures and do more things. So my name's Rich Taylor. Here's my contact info. A little bit about myself. 15 seconds is a long time. So there you go. There we go. So I'm a Boise State super alumni. Got my undergraduate, getting my graduate degree there. That's my wife, my dog Bosco, German Shepherd. I work for MySQL Sun Microsystems, third-generation Meridian, Idahoan. And I like the Lakers and the A's, even though A's suck. So this is my wife. I think she showed up, skipped school for this. My adventure started with her. So I met her. She was 18, and I was 23. Kind of blew it. And 2 years later, I convinced her to get married to me with one stipulation. I needed to take her on adventures. So she had this idea. She wanted to go live on a beach. I was like, all right, cool. That's great. She's like, no, not any beach. I want to go live in, paradise somewhere. Well, for how long? 6 to 8 months. I don't know. 4 to 8 months. All right. So I started researching, where should we go? Well, we thought, Belize, because they speak English. I speak a little bit of Spanish, so maybe Costa Rica. I don't know. And came up with Rincon, Puerto Rico. That's where we were going. We kind of set a goal. And the goal was to go to Puerto Rico the winter of 08, 09. So that was just this last winter. My wife had just graduated. We had this goal, so got excited about it. And then we built a house earlier last year. So we had a mortgage. And then I was going to graduate school, and then the economy started sucking. And, I didn't know if I was going to have a job. So we had to commit. So that's me committing, taking the plunge. We committed ourselves. We bought our airline tickets. We saved up our money. We were going. So we started telling our parents. And this is my father-in-law. You can see with the smile on his face, they were ecstatic. Our family was stoked for us. My mom was a little scared. She didn't think I would come back. I didn't think I would either. And, we were excited. And then we started telling people, hey, we're going to Puerto Rico. These are the reactions we got. Did your job transfer you? This is the first thing out of people's mouths. Didn't you just build a house? What are you going to do with your house? What's your wife going to do while you work there? This was the reaction I got. I just told you I'm going to Puerto Rico. Why don't you say cool or awesome? But no. So aren't you going to get bored in Puerto Rico? Yeah, obviously. And then my favorite was why. Why not? Why wouldn't I go to Puerto Rico? So we went to Puerto Rico. I can't explain how awesome it was. I learned how to surf. I almost got eaten by a barracuda. There was some awesome stuff that happened. This was an incredible adventure. We went on a cruise and caught the rest of the Caribbean, like Barbados, and then we came back to the mainland. And I've got to read the rest of it because I can't finish it if I don't. I started reflecting, why don't we all go live on the beach? I think it's social norms that hold us back, or behavioral expectations within society. So I grouped some of these social norms into 3 categories. The first one being families. I believe families are central to a successful society, but often we use family as a crutch or an excuse not to follow our dreams. Personally, we felt some pressure to settle down, have some kids, grow up. And next is work. My job allows me to work anywhere there's reliable internet. No matter where in the world, I can go work. Doesn't matter. So with the technology available today, why are so many of us still sitting in a cubicle? When it comes to work, I got to skip the baggage. I knew I'd blow it. So 43% of Americans spend more money than they earn each year. Average school debt, $23,000. Average family owes $8,000 on a credit card. This baggage limits our options. And I'm not even getting into government, fiscal responsibility right now. So these things, limit what we can do in our life. Sometimes we focus too closely on what's right in front of us instead of the opportunities out in the world. But what happens when you challenge the norms? Well, you get labeled. Selfish, you're lazy, you're irresponsible. Do we cast these judgments on our friends and family when they do something odd or out of the ordinary? I do, for sure. But this is what I want you to take away from it. Don't question, but support people in their dreams. Bosses and suits in the audience, I want you to listen to this. Allow people to work remote if they can and if they want to. Allow it. Just do it. So we shouldn't be afraid to do what we want in life. So what's your adventure? Do you want to start your own business, safari in Africa, relocate somewhere, maybe just ask that girl out 2 rows behind you or something? Do it. Think about your goal. I think we should all take some time and figure out what our next adventure should be. And let's live the life we want, not the life the TV and radio tells us.